Well, a back scratcher, a shovel, empty laundry detergent containers, a swim fin, right? Is this all making sense right for you?
Not yet.
Okay. So what do all these things have in common?
Well, you can see them all on display as a part of a brand new exhibit at Lauritzen Gardens. Interesting, right? Well, it was created in tandem by two artists, Sayaka Gans and Aurora Robson.
Here's Morning Blend EP, Kayla Thomas, to give us all a tour.
Did you ever play one of those hidden pictures games when you were a kid where you had to find the missing object kind of hidden among a regular picture? Well, this new exhibit at Lauritzen Gardens is kind of like that. It's called Metamorphosis, and all of these plastic sculptures are made of different things. I can see a fly swatter, I see a kid's shovel, a bubble wand. It's all really cool, but there's also a message here. Mia Jenkins with Lauritzen Gardens is here to take us on a little bit of a tour today. We're by one of the most amazing pieces in this exhibit. Tell us about it.
Sure, it's one of my favorites. It's called Celebration of Existence by Sayaka Gans, and it is a coral archway designed to show the beauty and the contrast of the environment that coral live in. The backside has an important message because it is all white, and so there's a stark contrast between the beautiful colors and textures of the front, and then it shows the impact that plastic can make on something's habitat, which has led to coral bleaching. So everything in this exhibit has a message behind it, but what's the most fun about it is that they've taken these plastics that are kind of a problem in our environment as a whole and made something beautiful and uplifting to share with the community. And this piece especially is really fun to look at and to see what it's made of. There's straws, there's plastic beads, there's egg cartons and containers, there's toys. So there's some fun shapes like whales and palm trees on there too. But the color of it makes it a beautiful standout in the backdrop of the garden, and it's just one of the many pieces in this exhibit that features birds and marine life all set in the backdrop of the garden and all made from reclaimed plastics.
When people come out here, how many sculptures will they find and where will they find them?
Well, there's a lot of sculptures. There's like 17 kind of sets, but many of those have multiple pieces within them. Like there's probably close to 40 jellyfish hanging in this house alone. The signature piece is called Arise by Aurora Robson, and it's in the floral display hall. It's kind of a vortex of plastic, but she wanted it to be a real uplifting experience that shows the rainbow cap stream that comes in into this kind of uplifting arisal of plastic. It's all kind of monochromatic, and that one has a little bit different feel than what we see here, but there's a beautiful collection of birds in the temperate house. There's a beautiful collection of marine life in the tropical house, and then you kind of get to enjoy this environment in the cold temperatures of winter. Right now it's really uplifting as well.
How can families get involved in this, and what interactive elements are there with this exhibit?
Sure. Well, the first interactive element I think is just the kind of that seek and find aspect of it, or I Spy, and just to see what things are made of, like the kitchen utensils and everyday objects like sunglasses, and we were seeing the hand clappers earlier.
The license plate frame.
Yeah, all that stuff that it's just kind of fun to point out and to see what they've actually been able to create art from. Second, we have a set of magnetic boards. It's kind of a magnetic creation station where kids and adults can create their own bottle cap murals.
There's a local tie to one of the pieces with Creighton?
Yes, Sayaka did a residency in October at the Lead Gallery at Creighton University, and many of the art students in the visual arts department were able to help her put that piece together. And actually even some preschool classes came and helped her with some activities in putting together both Nanami the whale and Hua the phoenix in the temperate house. They are two of the largest pieces with the exception of the coral reef. So they both make a real statement, and we love that they were built in our community, by our community, and now for our community to enjoy, and that it was a learning process for students and Sayaka as well, and that she was able to teach in addition to building sculptures to share with all of us.
Still fairly new exhibit. What's the reaction been so far?
It's been great. People love the two different types of styles of art, but using the same medium of plastic. I think they've been really wowed by what they're able to do with different types of plastic, and more than anything, I think it's been fun for people to pick out the things that they see within the sculpture and how some of those things have been transformed into these lifelike creatures. And so that's kind of fun for us, and all in the backdrop of the beautiful garden. It's always great when art and nature can combine.
Well, I think it's beautiful, it's fun. This time of year we love to come here because
Yeah.
it's so warm in here. But there's a takeaway with this exhibit as well.
There is. It's, you know, millions of plastic end up in our landfills and waterways each year, and so there's just little things that we all can do and to change the way we live that can improve the habitats and lifespan of wildlife and our environment. And so there are some pretty harsh statistics out there that if we don't pay attention, you know, things might be pretty grim soon. And so just little ways that we can, through this beautiful use of plastic, kind of shed light on some of the harsh realities of plastic at the same time, and hope that people can just make little changes that add up to something big.
What a colorful way to get this message across. How long can people see the exhibit?
It'll be on display until May 13th, and it is included with regular garden admission every day.
Thank you, Mia. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, the artists hope the exhibit will change the way most of us view plastic.
Along with the sculptures, when you visit Metamorphosis, you'll also find information about how to reuse, repurpose, and recycle plastic. And this is cool. They will be lighting up the exhibit on select evenings after February 16th.
Yeah, a really neat exhibit.
It's crazy that it's plastic, like from a landfill.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.